Hey there folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into the ThunderCats Classic Lion-O action figure by Bandai. This figure set was first released in 2011, shortly after the revival of the ThunderCats animated series. I found this figure set at a Walmart and it was selling for $16.97, I believe. Now, as you can see here, the figure in the packaging, it's 8-inch scale in size and represents Lion-O from the original animated series from the mid-80s. Now, I am a fan of the ThunderCats, and I actually did not watch the series when it was first aired. I caught it during syndication toward the later 80s, toward 1987. And I was pretty fascinated with the series, especially with the character of Mumra. And I really enjoyed it, the series very much, and I'm glad that the revival has occurred, and I am glad to actually have a figure that represents Lion-O from the original series. Now, as you can see here, Lion-O here has quite a few accessories on there. It's got the glove and extra pairs of hands and a sword. It's very nice, and this figure does contain 18 points of articulation on there, and nice artwork there. And we have here the back of the package, and it's a nice logo there at the top and more artwork, and there's a description of the ThunderCats I guess classics in several different languages. I get a nice picture of Lion-O there, and here as well, and some of the features on there. It's kind of neat. You get to collect them all. They have different lines. You got the classic series. Looks like the first wave contains Lion-O and Tigra, and then you have the 6-inch line that focuses on the revival of the ThunderCats. So you have Lion-O, Panthro, and Mumra on there. We'll be right back and have Lion-O here out of the package. Okay, we're back and we have Lion-O out of the package, and I'm quite surprised at how this set turned out, because when I first heard that the ThunderCats line was coming out, I was a bit wary due to the fact that Bandai America is not known for their articulation or the quality of material in their action figures. And this set turned out a lot better than I thought it would. Now, taking a look at the accessories, first up we have here a visual guide on how to use the accessories. Kind of interesting on there. Next thing we'll take a look at is one of the alternate hands. Yeah, it came with 2 alternate hands. This one here is the right hand of the figure on there, and this here is I guess the hand that was attached to the figure. It's really the claw shield on there. It's actually kind of neat. It's got a lot of nice sculpting design on there, and it's a nice metallic gold paint on the claw shield there, and the nails are painted silver. And you have these red gems on the knuckle, and it's actually kind of cool. And what's even cooler is this the retracted Sword of Omens that can fit into the claw shield. There's a slot in there. You can place the retracted blade into there, and it's actually really neat. And take a look at the retracted Sword of Omens here, and you can see the Eye of Thundera there. It's actually kind of cool, and this is made of a softer rubbery type material. It's very pliable, and that's one of the, I guess, shortcomings of the figure set is the very pliable weapons on here, especially with the Sword of Omens, the fully extended blade here. You can see it's very rubbery and soft and pliable. Now the San Diego Comic-Con version is got the I guess chrome version of the sword. It's a lot more sturdier, and that's one of the nice things about that San Diego Comic-Con set. This one, it's this retail sword is still you can get it fairly straight on there, but it tends to droop if you have the blade at the horizontal position. It'll eventually droop down due to the weight. But it's still very nice. You can just bend it back into shape. You don't even need to heat it up on there, and it's just very nicely sculpted there. Very cool. Now, taking a look at the claw shield again, there is a separate piece here that was attached to the side of the Lino figure, and this is to allow you to if you put the ball into the socket of the claw shield, this will allow you to place the claw shield on the side of the figure here, and there's a small tab on the side. You just put that in there, and you can have that on Lino's leg there. It's actually kind of cool on there, and you can slip the retracted blade into there. Very cool. But most of the time I'm going to have this claw shield on the figure, so I'll take that out, and we'll take out the alternate hand here, and you just pull it out, and you can see the ball joint there on the wrist, and you just slip that onto the figure there, and it's very cool on there. Very neat. Now, taking a look at the Lino figure, again, this is the retail version, and the San Diego Comic-Con version is basically the same figure but with an additional paint wash on the figure. And I've seen some videos on that, and I have to admit I actually prefer the retail version of this figure, because the San Diego Comic-Con version, now this is personal opinion, I think it looks like crap with that wash. I think it's just a badly applied wash on that figure, and I actually do prefer this retail version. Now, the look of the retail version, or at least this version here, really has no wash of any kind, and you could see the material of the quality that Bandai America uses. They use this glossy type of plastic here, and I actually do not mind. There's something about the way this presentation of this figure actually evokes a lot of the I guess 80s style. Without the wash here, it's very not flat in structure, but it does really represent the cartoons from the 80s a lot better than the one with the San Diego Comic-Con version on here, and it's actually kind of neat. Taking a look at the figure here in more detail, you can see the head sculpt on there. It's actually kind of cool. I really do like it, and I like the way that they sculpted the hair on here. It's actually kind of cool. Very reminiscent of the figure or the character from the cartoon series in the 80s, and it's actually kind of neat. And you can see he's wearing basically the suit from the cartoon series, and you can see the 80s styling on here, the very powder blue of this suit with some dark highlights along the edges of the tunic here. And without this wash, it just really looks like the character came out of the cartoon. It looks like an animation cell, and there's very I guess basic on there. And you can see the sculpt of the arm here, and really cool on the belt, and a very clean application of the ThunderCats logo on there. It's very nice. More sculpting on the legs here, and you really don't need a wash to bring out the details. You can actually see it in the lighting here. And you got the boot design here. It's very, very cool. And here's the back view there. You can see the musculature in the back. It's actually kind of cool. Pretty neat. The real surprising thing for me though is the articulation of this figure, and I just did not expect it to be as well as it is. But going over the articulation, the head does go all the way around, and you can see it's kind of tight on there, and that's nice with this figure. And also does go up and down, which is a little bit looser, but not entirely loose. The arms go all the way around. They do go out that far and in. The biceps go all the way around. There's a single joint at the elbow, but still a nice range on there. The hands go all the way around at the wrist, and also up and down on there. And the wrist joint is a separate piece, so if you actually rotate the hinge on the wrist, you can actually get the wrist to go side to side as well on there. It's actually kind of cool. A lot of posability for that with the sword. There is a torso joint on this figure that goes up and down a little bit. The range of motion is not that great on that, but the waist can go all the way around and can go side to side, very far back and forward. So it's actually kind of nice posability on the waist. The legs are on a hinge swivel joint, so you can allow the leg to go up, down, a little bit to the back, out to the side, so it's actually kind of cool. There is a swivel cut at the upper thigh, which allows the leg to go all the way around. There's a double joint at the knee, and there's also a swivel at the top of the boot. And the feet can go up and down on a hinge joint, as well as a great range of movement on the ankle pivot. So with this figure, you can actually pose this guy in a large range of poses just due to the articulation. It's actually quite excellent, and I highly recommend this figure if you're a ThunderCats fan to pick this figure up, because it's actually very, very nice. I really do like it. And this is my casual peek into the ThunderCats Classics Lion-O action figure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.